Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do Cowboys. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ready? Mike, 57. Blue draw Horford. Full strength. Check 13. Check 13. Ready?
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
Get ready.
And 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Giants.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now they try the right side here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing Jones. He'll get this complete to Batson. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Saquon Barkley. About 3 yards there to the 27.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Third down.
Here we go, here we go. 8, read. Stand situation, let's go. 6-6, pull it high. Hey, lock it. Check out, read. Bravo.
From the gun on 3rd down. Jones escaping the pressure right. Catch made by Slayton. 17 yards and a giant first down. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Cowboys' 11-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Gallman will run it. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 21st touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7, Cowboys 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Set up. 70, Indy. Hey, Alpha. 61, matchbox lights. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Kill. Check 1.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Sliding out of the pocket. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
I got you. Ready?
Back to throw. Lindsey connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They give to Johnson going right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Down. 50. Plant. Watch the run. Recon. 132 fighter. Buzz. Check 99. Check. Hit it.
On 2nd down, Johnson. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Lindsey. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 34. He lets this one fly toward the back, and it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Check. Leo.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
On the ready.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. Keep gripping.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Let's go.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, good for a giant 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Here we go.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Let me know right now. You better bring. Squeeze. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
This is Gallman. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check hot route.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Past the 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Giants 14, Cowboys nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Right now, I'm just wondering where they turn on offense, Charles. I know we're not in the fourth quarter, but second quarter haven't scored and struggling to move the ball.
I don't think they abandoned the run game totally, but maybe you change up your tempos. Maybe you go a little bit faster, try and catch them back on their heels a little bit to try and accomplish what you want to get done.
Looking to throw. Lindsey. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 38. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now Elliott. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ready, set. 48's the mic. Check, 48's the mic. You ain't going nowhere. Mike, 48.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lindsey. It's caught. Cooper. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Patch it.
Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
48's Mike. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. You got blocked.
2nd and 3. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, look, 48. Look, back. We don't like the 48. Go. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Approach 5.
Back to throw. Lindsey. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Ready up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense.
80 weapon.
He's checking. Crash.
Check 9. Watch that.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
Got it.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit.
57's right.
Yeah, let's go. 61, matchbox lights.
Switch it, come on, switch it.
Get it.
Throwing again. Lindsey. This to Jarwin. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off play action. Lindsey looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
132 fighter.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Set 30 base.
54 Mike. I'm scared. Whip. Watch the whip.
Greystone travel.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, and he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a 1st down.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 37-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I got you, pop. Check.
Fire.
Now a handoff looking right. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Ready, ready. 70, Indy.
Push him back. Check 91, 91.
Now Jones to throw on third down. Got a man, Slayton. 17 yards and a giant first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Look at me. Go. Go.
A first down carry for Barkley. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Down. 18 Gator.
Mike 91. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Ready?
From the 44, Jones will get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Here's Gallman. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Credit the tackle to Kylie Fitz, the former Utah Ute.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
General West. Hard.
Now it's Barkley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Let's go. 50, plant.
Check 91. 91 is the Mike. Mike 91.
Get it.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. He's got daylight. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So the Cowboys now bringing the offense out there to go for 2.
Hey, Haywood. Snap.
Operating from the gun. Lindsey toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone. Keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Gallman. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Let's go.
Topper! Smith!
Mike by 4. Switch.
Jones now operating from the gun. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Go!
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Break.
57 for Mike. It's been a long day for you.
Hey, Team 6.
Mike, 57. Watch the flag.
Throwing on 1st down. Lindsey looking for Cooper. That's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Bravo!
At 25 to Mike. We go 25 to Mike. Here we go. Switch. Hey, switch gears.
Bam!
On 4th down, Lindsey. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal.
Look, squeeze. Check three. Check 37. Check. You draw Corker. He's coming. We got hit.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Oh, no, he lost the football. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
And those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Down.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Hey, orbit.
Looking to throw. Lindsey. He finds his target. It's Schultz. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
48.
On 3rd down, Lindsey. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
At the 36-yard line.
Ready, break.
Check, 48.
Protein spill.
Draw play, Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st
The
down.
outlaw. 6-6. Pull it high. Hey, Delta.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
5.
To throw on 2nd down, Lindsey. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Ready, set. 80 weapons. Hey, high 7.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
At the 10-yard line.
Hey, wahoo.
Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we're going to make the 48 right now. Let's go. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
Go.
2nd and 1. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touch. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A first down run by Barkley unsuccessful, as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go to Barkley again. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? 18, Gator.
Check 91. 91 is the mark.
Snap.
From the gun, Jones. Flush to his right. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
With it is Jackson. And he'll be out right at the 35. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. On first down, Lindsey. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Rock it. Big rip.
To throw again. Lindsey. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Ready.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Army. Check 50.
Hey!
48. Mike, 48.
Hey, Foxtrot. Let's go.
Back to throw. Lindsey. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Down. 60 or. Look at me. Zipper.
48 to Mike.
Oh, you got deep?
48 to Mike.
Sit up.
3 buzz.
Hey, Charlie.
48's to Mike. Check. 48's to Mike.
All day, baby. All day, baby.
Mike, 48.
Put up.
Gotta do better.
Five.
On first and 10, Lindsey. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Hey, Zoo.
48 to Mike. 3 buzz.
Go.
3 buzz. 48 to Mike.
Put up.
Throwing again. Lindsey. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off with great anticipation. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Result of the play, first down and 10.
Got it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use.
It's a foot race. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
We go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Looking to throw. Lindsey. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
It's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes. Get out of there.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for the Giants, they do finish things out with a victory here in the final week, but the victories were few and far between as they'll end the year 5-11. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Dallas, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. But more importantly, they'll get a week to rest as they've earned a first-round bye in this year's playoffs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the